body parts from abortions. The group says the claims are flat out untrue. Jan Crawford is in Washington, where 3 congressional committees are now getting involved. Jan, good morning.
Well, good morning. So the video was secretly recorded by the anti-abortion group as part of a 2.5-year sting operation. Here, 2 members posed as employees of a biotech firm to get access to a top doctor at Planned Parenthood. And over lunch, they recorded the whole conversation.
A lot of people want intact hearts these days.
In graphic detail, Planned Parenthood's Senior Director of Medical Services described how to preserve valuable fetal tissue during an abortion.
We've been very good at getting parts on the
Come one, come all, and get this work, all right?
push that part. I'm gonna basically
Come and get all this work. That's right.
and I'm gonna see if I get it intact.
Over wine and salad,
Wine and
she
salad.
answered questions about the organization providing fetal tissue to researchers.
Hey, hold on now. I know I just didn't hear him say no stuff like that. Did they say that they was providing fetal tissue and stuff like that or whatever? See, there's some of the same stuff that we've been talking about with this Planned Parenthood, man. We're gonna bring y'all up to speed on all of this right here, just for the people that missed out, for the people that wasn't up in the building, and for the people that really just don't know what the hell is going on. I'm still trying to figure it out, okay? Yeah, all this for Planned Parenthood. We got a lot about Black Lives Matter. We're going to destroy the PSYOP today. I got to show you some stuff about Freaky Joe, Sleepy Joe, as Trump would call him. I got to show y'all this stuff right here. And I made a post on Instagram, and I was asking the question. I was saying, well, hell, damn. How many people do you know from the 80s and 90s? The 80s and 90s. How many people do you know from the 80s and 90s that's been incarcerated, who actually served some time? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that or whatever. Okay, now I had people that came to my post, and they were saying, well, hey, world, well, you know, I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that was locked up around that time. Now, you might be, like I say, if you new to this chat right here or whatever, you might be surprised with the things that you will see today. One of the things that I will get into is the war on drugs. If anybody remembers the war on drugs and all that stuff that Bush did and what he claimed that he was going to do, and after Ronald Reagan, after he failed at being an actor, the things that he made an attempt to do. Yeah, we're going to get into that too. Then we're going to look at the undercover video, you know, when they did, you know, some COVID. You know what I'm saying? They did some real COVID training, man, when they went to Planned Parenthood. We're going to go through that right there. And then we also going to look at on Fox News, once that, you know, Newt Gingrich, you know, he brought up George Soros' name, how that the Fox News staff, those reporters there, how that they basically attacked him, okay? We're going to get into all of that stuff today. I got you. But before that, we start off with any of this stuff that got to do with Planned Parenthood and Black Lives Matter and, you know, stuff like that or whatever. We're gonna go back in time for a second. I think that's the most appropriate thing to do at this time right now. We're gonna go back in time, and we're gonna look at all this stuff in review, especially from, you know, the many videos, the many uploads that we've seen thus far, you know, on social media or whatever. Let's just listen and hear what the hell was going on back in the day with the first person that we heard of that ever made mention of Black Lives Matter. Okay, let's go, family. Let's get it. Come on.
April 8th, 2015.
I know you remember this. I know you remember this right here.
Out there, or we're out there this morning doing something productive, successful, something that's
right
going to help establish your kingdom and queendom.
Let's go.
Today's Sandy Speaks is going to focus directly on my white people. White people. Yes. Black people know that all lives matter. But what I need you guys to understand is that being a Black person in America is very, very hard. Although you all love to say, oh, nobody should see race. People are the reason that racism is still alive. Well, what kind of people are the reason? Black racists have no power, whereas white racists do. They have power because they are in positions of control, or they're in positions where they can influence the control over Black people.
Ain't she telling the truth?
So to my friends who want to get on my videos and they're upset about the picture that I posted, oh well, I will not apologize for it, because at the moment, Black lives matter.
Okay, now that's where we're at with all of this right here and more. And like I say, from the first time that we ever heard anything or anybody say anything that had to do with Black Lives Matter, the first person that we ever heard was Sandra Bland, right? That was the first damn person. Now we're going to get into Black Lives Matter, and what's really damn going on, okay? Yeah, that's a fact. Because like I say, it's been a lot of people that's been saying stuff about it. You know, I've seen like a gazillion different videos and, you know, stuff like that or whatever, right? So let's take a look at Black Lives Matter, you know, what's really going down, you know, with Black Lives Matter. But before that we do, I'm gonna make sure that I run that clip and I'm gonna let y'all hear this for yourself. I want you to hear this like in actual time. You figured that? Because like I say, they got that Newt Gingrich on some old other stuff, man, on Fox News. They was like, nah, you can't be coming over here. You can't be coming over here talking about old Georgie and stuff or whatever. If you're talking about George Soros, man, come on, man, we got a problem then. Now, peep game with all of this. Now, I got to ask each and everybody that's in the chat right now, what in the hell do you think would make the people at Fox News feel some kind of way and stop censor Newt Gingrich from talking about George Soros, the #1 PSYOP, psychological operation creator, okay? Let's get into this, man.
Yeah, it's so true. They represent
Okay.
everybody, right? Speaker Gingrich, I know you have a final thought for us.
Yeah,
Get 'em, Newt.
look, the #1 problem in almost all these cities is George Soros elected left-wing, anti-police, pro-criminal district attorneys who refuse to keep people locked up. Just yesterday, they put somebody back on the street who's wanted for 2 different murders in New York City. You cannot solve this problem, and both Harris and Biden have talked very proudly about what they call progressive district attorneys. Progressive district attorneys are anti-police.
Hold on. Let me slow it down for a second. I'm gonna wind it back. I want y'all to hear something right quick. I want you to pay attention. This is Fox News, okay? Fox News has some of the best sound quality imaginable to man, okay? Now, I want you to hear this now. All of this, I want you to hear how that they start messing with the microphone when Newt Gingrich starts speaking about George Soros, okay? Listen real good.
Represent everybody,
Harris.
right? Speaker Gingrich, I know you have a final thought for us.
Yeah, look, the #1 problem in almost all these cities is George Soros elected left-wing, anti-police, pro-criminal district attorneys who refuse to keep people locked up. Just yesterday, they put somebody back on the street who's wanted for 2 different murders in New York City.
You see how he sound muffled and stuff like that or whatever? I'm like, why would he be sounding muffled and stuff? You know, because he's talking about George Soros. Now listen good.
Different murders in New York City. You cannot solve this problem, and both Harris and Biden have talked very proudly about what they call progressive.
You hear that right there? Wait a minute. Do you hear that?
About what they call progressive district attorneys. Progressive district attorneys are anti-police, pro-criminal, and overwhelmingly elected with George Soros's money, and they're a major cause of the violence we're seeing because they keep putting the violent criminals back on the street.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure we need to bring George Soros into this.
Look.
I was going to say you get the last word, Speaker.
He paid for it.
He sure did.
And why can't we discuss the fact that millions of
He said, yeah, George Soros paid for it. He funded all of this stuff right here. And of course, I know y'all hear, you know what I'm saying, when the sound was going in and out, but let's keep it a buck though. That's what he said. He said, George Soros, he paid for all of this stuff that we see right now.
George Soros into this. I was going to say you get the last word, Speaker.
He paid for it. I mean, why can't we discuss the fact that millions of dollars he spent?
I agree with Melissa. George Soros doesn't need to be a part of this conversation.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So it's verboten.
All right. We're going to.
Wow.
Okay, we're going to move on. Historic day at the White House.
You see that shit right there, man. You see that? He started talking about George Soros. They done made Newt Gingrich pipe down up in the Newt Gingrich say, shit, we might as well say he paid for it. He supplied all this stuff, all these people you see him breaking out, busting out windows and stuff like that, and the whole damn nine. Man, them folks ain't just start doing that stuff they damn self. No, them folks ain't started doing that, man. This wasn't nothing but a smear tactic within it damn self, man. If you don't know, then now you damn know. Now I'm gonna let you see this shit, right? Now this a guy, you know what I'm saying, that was serving major time in prison. And by him serving major time in prison, one of the main people that's responsible for him serving major time while incarcerated, okay, them football numbers and stuff that they was passing out back in the days and stuff like that, and the whole damn nine, right? I want you to understand that there was a war, and there is still a war that's going on. Back in the day, they called it the war on drugs. And when the war on drugs was taking place, one of the main politicians, one of the main people that was put in position, that was put in political powers, it just so happened to be Joe Biden, whether you know it or not. That's right. He did a lot of snickering and laughing and stuff when people was out there getting life sentences and stuff for having, like, you know, an ounce of crack and stuff like that or whatever. Whereas if a person get caught, you know, with an ounce of cocaine or whatever, they pretty much got a slap on the wrist. Now, why somebody would do that, I don't know. But like I said, I'm gonna let you hear it from this guy right here. Darius Perkins.
In early July. 23 years with a 35-year mandatory minimum sentence for selling crack cocaine. In 2018, a law retroactively reduced such long sentences for crack cocaine offenses.
I ain't gonna try to play no victim, but 35 years I think was harsh.
The US has the highest prison population in the world. Incarceration exploded in the 80s with the beginning of the so-called war on drugs.
Sit down.
And because black communities are intensively targeted by law enforcement, it was African Americans who were arrested and jailed disproportionately, even though white drug use was equal or more than that of blacks. Joe Biden took credit for the 1986 law that mandated the same sentence for 5 grams of crack possession as 500 grams of cocaine.
See there? See there? See there? Let me run it back. Let me run it back now. Let me put it right on that damn crack pipe. Hold on, I'm gonna get it right on that crack pipe for you. I want you to see that crack pipe, all right? See, Joe Biden is responsible for these things right here, family. Okay, when they was out there freebasing, dope and stuff out there on the corner, you feel what I'm saying? Joe Biden was one of the main people that was making sure if a person got caught, you know what I'm saying, with some crack, whether large or small, that they damn near threw their whole damn life away. They went to prison and their ass wasn't getting out until their damn children, if they had some, were actually in college, or, you know, they actually purchased a vehicle or moved on with their life and things and stuff like that or whatever. But these people would have you believe that Joe Biden would be one of the most legitimate candidates whatsoever to be elected for president, y'all. Come on, man.
Took credit for the 1986 law that
stop playing
the same sentence for 5 grams of crack as 500 grams of cocaine. And he followed that with the 1994 crime bill, which mandated federal mandatory life sentences for repeat drug offenses.
Look at him. Look at old Freaky Joe. Look at him sitting there smiling and stuff. Look at him. See old Freaky Joe. See how he was looking at that young guy at first. He knew that guy wanted to take that picture. He wanted to get close to him then.
Federal mandatory life sentences for repeat drug offenses and encouraged U.S. states to do the same. The devastation of African-American communities through the drugs crackdown was apparent, yet it rejected recommendations to end the sentencing disparity for crack and ignored calls to focus more on crime prevention than punishment.
We do everything but hang people for jaywalking in this bill. See that? See that? Look at that. You heard what he just said, right? You heard what that bill did? We do everything but hang people for jaywalking in this bill. Now that was in 1992, y'all.
Mandatory minimum sentences passed during Joe Biden's tenure increased the federal prison population by about 800%.
Dang.
And there's a pretty direct correlation between mandatory minimum sentences and federal prison growth. The causal link is pretty clear. And
right.
In fairness to Biden, he wasn't alone in advocating harsh sentencing, and it was electorally popular. But the issue has become controversial in 2019 because he campaigned on his crime legislation until relatively recently. I told you. I tried to motherfucking told you. But like I say, man, we're going to keep on pushing through this thing right here. I got you now. Like I say, I see a few heads that's up in here, man. Like I said, we're going to keep on waking y'all up over here. This is the main damn agenda. Now, think about that within itself, y'all. Out of all of the people that you know and stuff like that or whatever, man, did all that time, all them damn football numbers and stuff like that in the whole nine, right? When they did them damn football numbers, I want you to know without a shadow of a doubt
your cousin is locked up, your uncle you ain't seen in like a billion years type of shit or whatever. Yeah, the person that's responsible for that and the person that bragged about it, the person that, you know, actually sit back and put his John Hancock on the paper and made it possible, you understand, for people to be able to get them long ass fucking numbers, is creepy ass, sleazy ass Joe. Joe the one that did this stuff. Joe the one that did it. Don't get mad at world. I ain't do not one damn thing. Now, see, it's people like this when they're put in positions, right, where they overemphasize, you understand, throughout the structure what their power is. When you just start going around and then making up laws and stuff, when you just start running around and stuff and just saying, well, all right, you know what, man, we're just going to lock their ass up and then throw away the key. Not only is that wrong, but it actually shows on how faulty that the United Snakes of America actually is, because the mass majority of people who have those football number sentences and stuff or whatever, right, there hasn't been any rehabilitative process whatsoever that took place within their lives, actually looking at it up under democratic control. And the reason why, because of people like Joe Biden that was put in position basically to smash out anybody, you understand, that was displaced or was in a situation where they were not able to work a legitimate job, or for that matter, to be able to find a job. That's why a lot of people actually turn to selling drugs. They get caught up in the drug game, the fast life, the fast cash, and that's what happens. But people like Joe Biden never for a second made an attempt to say, well, you know what? Let's see if we can restructure this thing. Let's see if we can just flip the dynamic of all of this stuff right here. No, Joe ain't want to do that. And Joe never will do no stuff like that. That's why I sit back and I look at it now and I say, well, damn. I say, well, you know, this what y'all doing? This how you casting your vote, right? Oh, okay. I get it now. So you get mad at me because I just, you know, said a couple things about Trump or whatever. Like I say, right is right, man. The truth is the truth. You can't sit up here in my chat and say that Donald Trump sent your damn cousin away for 80 years and shit or whatever. You can't say that, man. You can't get hot. You can say whatever the hell that you want to say, but Trump did not do that. What you can say is that he has notable businesses. Okay, that's right, within itself. So I think that, you know, as far as the country being ran, I think I would be a hell of a lot more comfortable having somebody that's already rubbed elbows with people that are in larger positions, as opposed to somebody like Joe that been rubbing elbows with people to be able to enforce stricter, harsher laws for inmates, okay, for people that actually have did crimes, that will be away from their children for 15, 20, and 25 years. See, people don't look at the dynamics of that. So when you first get out of prison, you know how fucking hard that it is, not only to find a job, but to be able to find a peace of mind. Man, it's a rat race within itself. You feel me? That's right, man. It's a rat race within itself. But see, people would choose to do otherwise, as opposed to sticking to the script and going over the things that really matter. But like I say, I got y'all. We ain't gonna worry about it. We're gonna keep it hot over here. That's the main damn thing. And like I say, these people like Sleepy Joe that's been out here creating these psyops and stuff like that and the whole nine from my live stream that was deleted just the other day. We're gonna make sure that we get into all of this, because I told you guys, I said, well, hey, I'm gonna come back in the building. I'm gonna come back in the building and then bless y'all. I got y'all, okay? So don't worry about nothing. So we're gonna go back through all of this stuff. If you actually missed the live stream, if you was at work or whatever, however that it went down, we're gonna go ahead and then get that work right now. Okay, all right, first and foremost, let's go ahead and get to it. Black Lives Matter, Joe Biden, the PSYOP, all of these pedos, Pedogate is real, pedophilianism, any and all of that stuff right here. We're gonna make sure that we get it in now. Now, the person, Patrisse Cullors, an American artist, activist, co-founder of the Black Lives Matter movement. You'll be surprised, you know what I'm saying, to even know right now what her affiliation is with certain types of people. One of those people, you know, most notably would be Meghan Markle. I'm gonna do a whole breakdown on that damn TV show that's called Suits that she used to play on. Now, think about this now. Think about this shit, man. Now, Prince Harry, the one that married her ass, right? You got to think about it. Out of all of these women, Rihanna, you got different European women that are celebrities and stuff like this or whatever. This damn lady came out of nowhere. That's right. She came out of no damn where. And for some strange and unusual damn reason, Harry wanted to marry her. Now, once that you look at all of this stuff for what it's worth, right? Once I keep going through the matrix with this stuff, then it's going to start materializing. It's going to all start making sense. Now, you see somebody that's holding up this sign that's saying that Black Lives Matter, Jesus thinks so too. Now, to anybody who has a different religious affiliation, whether you are part of a religion or not, or whether you subscribe to the concept of God or not, I want you to know something about Black Lives Matter. And this is the thing about Black Lives Matter. Okay, Pat Robertson, you know, from the 700 Club, right? He got at Black Lives Matter and he accused them, you know, basically of being racist. He accused them of basically being into Satanism, and he basically accused them, but he showed and proved, because I got the information for you. And we're going to get into that part of it within this sector as well. I'm going to show you how Black Lives Matter within itself is trying to cover things up and make it seem like that it's a spiritual movement within itself, but ain't a damn thing spiritual about Black Lives Matter. You remember when I told you guys before, don't be out here saying I can't breathe, okay? It's a whole bunch of oxygen outside. Open the damn door, go outside and then breathe something. So why the hell would you be saying that I can't breathe, okay? So if you know your existence, your value, and your worth in this world, why in the entire hell would you be out here hollering and screaming and all that stuff, making a big commotion, busting out windows and shit, talking about Black Lives Matter? Now, Pat Robertson from the 700 Club, I don't know if you guys ever heard of that before, you know, but it was a show that went on for like a little minute or whatever. Pat broke it down. He said Christianity was built on empathy, not hate. Until hate and racism eradicated, America would continue to be divided as a nation. Now, let's look at this within itself. Now, we got this that just came out, a report that says that Black Lives Matter and its co-founder is lobbying wing funded by a pro-communist China group. Now, think about that shit right there, okay? You see the flag, right? Now think about this shit. You remember when I told you that about Dennis Rodman and how Dennis Rodman was so fucking close with Kim Jong-un? You remember that shit right there? He was every damn well with Kim Jong-un and all that shit. But then when this coronavirus, when this COVID-19 stuff came out, his ass disappeared. We didn't hear anything else about China except for us wearing a mask and protecting ourselves, using sanitary products and things of that nature, and definitely being aware of our surroundings and knowing what we can and what we cannot, and what we should and what we should not do while frequenting stores. Okay, so think about this now. Black Lives Matter. Now I know it's some black folks that stay over there in China, over in Asia, Korea, and stuff like that or whatever. I already know that. But my thing is, why would they be lobbying money? Why would China be funding Black Lives Matter? Now China, now listen, now all this stuff that happened in Wuhan, we don't even want no damn mask that's coming from China. I'm not putting one over my damn mouth. You ain't gonna make me fall the hell out or whatever. No. You keep that. So why in the entire hell now, out of all damn people, we got this report that the Black Lives Matter co-founder lobbying wing funded by a pro-communist China group, the co-founder of Black Lives Matter, Alicia Garza, partnered with pro-Chinese communist. Now ain't this some shit right here? Think about this shit now. Think about all this. Now, when I stated this the other day about Black Lives Matter actually means be like Marx. I don't know if you know who Karl Marx is or what the science is with Karl Marx and what he actually propagated, but I want you to think about this for an example. This for an example. Now, think now, if the word Black Lives Matter, which has been misconstrued now, if in actuality, all of the people that are out here hashtagging and talking about Black Lives Matter, if they're actually talking about being like Marx and dealing with Marxism, okay? Now, these are the founders of Black Lives Matter and stuff like that in the whole damn nine. These women right here. Yeah, if they so black and they in all of this conscious or woke spiritual stuff and, you know, having prolonged conversations with the ancestors and stuff like that or whatever, my thing is, why in the hell did they feel like going and then ordering some shrimp fried rice will be the damn thing to do in order to get some funding for a movement? Think about how many black people that's lost their lives. Think about how many black people who have unjustifiably lost their lives to law enforcement. Man, don't no damn body in China give a damn about none of these black people over here getting shot and killed for some of the most ridiculous shit that's going on, okay? They don't care nothing about that stuff. So why would these women actually be dealing with Chinese right now? Think about this shit, man. A Marxist organization, fundamental opposition to the values that America was founded on. How do I know this? Because I went to their website and actually read their platform, y'all. Read their whole platform. So we know what the hell is going on. Now, Blackburn Rip, Black Lives Matter, trained Marxists as a threat to U.S. day after calling on Omar to resign. Now, think about this on Fox News. They always going hard in the paint for the damn Democrats. They always going hard in the paint. when it comes down to the damn Democrats. One has to ask themselves, right? If everything was right, if everything was good with the Democratic Party within itself, why is they going the extra mile with this thing to be able to put this emphasis on this or whatever, man? Yeah, why are they out here like basically trying to coerce or force people to vote for Joe Biden? Now, the founders of the political arm of Black Lives Matter organization are self-proclaimed trained Marxists. We are witnessing a movement to wipe out our history, destroy our families, and burn our country to the ground. Now, think about all of this stuff that this lady is saying, man. Think about all this stuff. Because somebody put this comment in right here at the top right here, talking about they letting color folk have an opinion. Next thing they'll be allowed to vote. This is ridiculous. I'm calling Dwight Eisenhower. See, these type of statements that's typed up in, within the comments and stuff on posts, no matter if it's Reddit, if it's Twitter, if it's Facebook, if it's Instagram, this right here within itself causes division, especially when people don't have a clarified understanding of what the hell is going on. Because CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, Breitbart, all these different motherfuckers that's out here putting out the news, right? The only thing that they doing is watering the shit down, man. That's why these people out here protesting stuff now, because they ain't falling for the banana in the tailpipe. I damn sure didn't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, let's stop, man. Let's stop. Like I say, man, we got something that's called a Caesar, whether you know it or not. A Caesar, a whole live Caesar. Okay, we're gonna get into what a Caesar actually is, but I want you to listen to this brother, right? And this Christian brother is breaking down some science, man. His name is Abraham Hamilton III, and he's the host of the Hamilton Corner. This is my first time hearing about the Hamilton Corner, but after just a little bit of research, I say, well, you know what, man, this guy right here must have been listening to Dr. Aurelia or some stuff like that or whatever. I was like, man, something is going on. Something is going on. I'm like, this guy right here has to be listening to Dr. Aurelia, because all of the stuff she done got up on my panel, for Beam Team Productions, and she's actually divulged. I don't know if you guys were paying attention or not. And like I say, sometimes, man, you got to hear it from different people and stuff or whatever. Sometimes you just don't want to accept the truth, especially if it's somebody you dislike. You don't like their channel. You don't like their network. You don't like what they got going on or whatever. Okay. And it is what the fuck that it is. But you don't have to like me. But one thing about it, right, whether you like the truth or not, you're going to get this work over here.
Many of us know by now.
Here's
up for this one. I have my man Jeff to thank for this. He dug this bit of research out for the program. He sent this my way. He said, hey, I think you may be interested in it. And you were right. So many of us know by now, the co-founders of the Black Lives Matter organization, Alicia Garza, Opal Tometi, and Patrice Cullors. Patrice Cullors was recorded in 2015 admitting we are trained Marxists. People like myself and others, I'm not the only one, but we have been saying from the beginning that this BLM organization is a Marxist organization. For Christians, I have been saying for quite some time that we don't need some Marxist, anti-Christ, anti-family, anti-man organization to tell us how we should love our neighbor. We have a constitution. It has 66 books written over 3 continents, 3 primary languages. That we don't need some organization to tell us how we our neighbor. And so those who didn't believe me, well, this way it'll come out. And this little piece of audio came out where Patrice Cullors admitted what I just told you is clip number 7. Would you please play it, Rob?
We actually do have an ideological frame. Myself and Alicia in particular are trained organizers. We are trained Marxists.
There you have it. We are trained Marxists.
That's right.
We are
trained Marxists. That's right.
Now do you understand what's going on?
Oh, I get it.
What we are witnessing is a copy and paste of the Bolshevik Revolution from Russia, just applied into an American context.
That's all it is.
In Russia, they didn't have a history of skin color-based divisions, chattel slavery, and things of that nature to pull to cause foment unrest in the country. But what Marxists do is they seek to utilize whatever may be available to foment the unrest, because people will voluntarily, in times of chaos, concede freedom, they would never allow to be released otherwise. That it is endemic to human nature that mankind is more than willing to exchange liberties for protection when they are afraid. Okay. Today's show we're not going to focus so much on their Marxism. I want you to know that the BLM organization founders, they're trained in more than Marxism. I'll explain it to you the way that they explain it themselves. Let me get this quote. Patrice Cullors, the one you just heard, they are saying that she's a trained Marxist and that she and other BLM co-founders are trained Marxists. She says, quote, there are many spiritualities.
Here we go.
Sorry, she said, quote, I'm calling for spirituality to be deeply radical. We're not just having a social justice movement. This is a spiritual movement.
It's a spiritual movement. What? Okay. Listen, right? So if Black Lives Matter is actually a spiritual movement, what damn spirit is they calling on? I'm trying to figure this out. What damn spirit got the kids out here busting out windows to notable businesses and shit like that or whatever? When you fuck up the Dollar General, when you take all the shit up out the Dollar General, you think they're gonna build another motherfucking Dollar General and put all the shit back in the store? That's why I keep telling y'all, man. This is ignorance within its fucking self. Y'all are monkey see, monkey do. Just like a lot of y'all out this motherfucker talking about Black Lives Matter. You don't even think your damn life matter, to tell you the damn truth, every damn day that you deal with this foolishness within itself and allow for these different news fucking agencies, these different organizations that actually print these articles out, and they are making people deflect themselves away from the damn truth. That's all, and I repeat, all the fuck that's going down. That's the only thing that's going on. And so you got people that's making it even harder for other people to be able to divulge the truth right now. And when I'm speaking about the truth, I'm talking about this shit that's going on right now, man, with these damn women and Black Lives Matter and all this crazy stuff that we done seen and we done heard thus far. I'm like, what damn spirit are you summoning? Who you calling on? What spirit? Huh? Because the only thing that I've been seeing for the last few days, the last few weeks, and I'm not complaining about it any damn way. I just want to put that out there, whatever. But yeah, man, pretty much the only damn thing that I've been hearing about is these pedophiles and all of the people, that's right, most notably that are within Congress that have affiliative ties. That's all I'm saying, man. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take that thing all the way back. You see what I'm saying? See, that's why the FBI executed a search warrant at the home in connection to an investigation of allegations with the Netflix cheer star Jerry Harris, solicited them nude photos and sex from minors. And as I said the other day in my live stream, these are some photos right here, you know, of the federales and stuff running up in old boy crib and stuff like that in the whole damn nine. And then, like I say, this is him right here, cheer star Jerry Harris. Jerry Harris up under investigation and stuff like that or whatever, man, for allegedly soliciting sex from minors. Okay, sex from minors. Now, in a Snapchat message, a picture of the upper part of what appears to be Harris' face is labeled with the message, would you ever want to 1, 2, 3, 4 little stars. Now, if we think about sexual intercourse, what word, what derogatory term, what profane word would actually define a sexual act within itself? You see, this is what Jerry was doing. This is what Jerry was doing. See, Jerry wasn't just doing this with one child, not excluding anybody, you know, that has inappropriate messaging and are sending photos and videos to a child. But, you know, Jerry actually was conversating with 2 children. And it just so happened that these children were twins. Ain't that something right there? Yeah, they had watched the TV show and thought it was all good. That's right. The children's mamas probably even let them talk to Jerry only because they were starstruck to a degree. Now, Pete Dane, man. Now, you see how they got this label. When we're talking about male children, okay? Number one, male children, little boys, do not wear thong flip-flops, okay? That's one thing that little boys don't do. Little boys don't wear clothing that is similar to little girls' clothing, okay? I just want to put that out there just for anybody that didn't know that was listening right now, okay? As long as we straight on that, okay, we can move on. Now, going even deeper within the paint, right? Let's go further and look at, you know, how, you know, when they had nailed R. Kelly to the cross, how Oprah had Gayle King day in and day out reporting on R. Kelly. Okay. Now you see her up here on the stage with Jerry Harris ass. Now, Jerry Harris, when I was talking about masculine and feminine genders, Jerry Harris just so happened to be a cheerleader. Okay. Not a, you know, a male cheer, you know, or a cheerer or whatever. He's a cheerleader. Okay. Now, this is what I'm saying about role reversal and what the media would want your children to actually think is appropriate. Okay. I don't give a fuck about Tyler Perry, Eddie Murphy when he dressed in a dress, Martin when he was Big Mom. I don't give a fuck. My kids don't watch none of that shit. Okay. We done had conversations about that. My son know ain't shit cool about wearing a dress. His mother wears a dress. Other women wear dresses. Okay. So when we start thinking about gender appropriateness, let's think about Oprah Winfrey. Okay. Why wouldn't Oprah be talking about old Jerry right now? Okay. Yeah, she can give out all them different calls. You got to call, you got to call, you got to. Why she won't give out these sentences for these damn pedophiles? Okay. Why she won't make that a damn show within a. You know why? You know why? To be honest with you, man, I honestly feel like that she may even be a part of this sign, to tell you the damn truth. Think about it, man. Her Harpo Studios in Chicago. Chicago is one of the most violent damn places on this fucking earth right now. Ain't nothing but teenage, young ain't nothing but niggas killing niggas. I'm gonna go ahead and say it for what it's worth. It's a whole bunch of niggas killing niggas for dumb shit, okay? That's what the fuck going on. So if Oprah is that damn powerful, she can have Tom Cruise come on her show and put his dusty ass shoes on her couch. Why can't she show up on O Block? She ain't never been over there. Why she don't go over there, the Holman Square, where folks over there getting airlifted and killed for this gang affiliation and shit or whatever? You know why? Because she's a part of this shit. I keep telling y'all. And before I go any further, like I say, the allegations against Harris, who Oprah is pictured with, come from 14-year-old Texas twins, Charlie and Sam. What the fuck is he doing texting and sending messages that's inappropriate to Charlie and Sam, who claimed that they were harassed at cheerleading competitions and online from when they were 13 and when Harris was 19 years old. So he are harassing the children now. You see the shit I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about, right? Now, Joe Biden, you know, he was the one that was counseling this guy type stuff or whatever. He shouted him out and all that stuff. Dude did the exact same damn thing with his platform, being that he, you know, was on Netflix and stuff like that or whatever. I'm pretty sure he's under fire right now, but, you know, like I say, that's another one of those little strategic things, man, that they do. Here it is right here. See, this, that Joe Biden spoke to Cheers, Jerry Harris, before FBI investigation. See, they go all of the proof right there. So y'all get receipts on that meaningless, worthless stuff. But when I put them real receipts on your ass, you don't want to hear this shit right here. See, Sleepy Joe, Creepy Joe, Sleazy Joe, he been into this stuff the whole damn time. Now check out part of the conversation about voter apathy, where it's so important that we will all register to vote. Together we have the power to make a real change. In the video, Biden said voting is the most powerful nonviolent tool that we have. If the same percentage of young blacks turned out and registered to vote as the average voter, you'd increase voting by several million people. You could change the outcome of elections. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But you don't have good intentions, though, Joe Biden, especially with you touching on children and stuff the way that you do. I don't even see why you would be wanting anybody to rush to the polls. Because if anything, I don't give a damn how much you don't like Donald Trump. If you vote for Joe Biden, you are a part of the system within itself that actually think that it's appropriate to be touching and feeling on children other than your own damn children, okay? So there's no suggestion that Biden was aware of the allegations against Harris at the time of the session. Lie. I don't want to hear that, Daily Mail. The Biden campaign did not immediately respond to dailymail.com request for comment. Federal agents executed a search warrant at Harris's home in Naperville, where? Illinois. You see where hold on, let me show you this. See why I brought Oprah in this thing right here? You see that? Illinois. Illinois. Okay, not Kansas, not Texas, not North Carolina, not New York, not New Jersey, not Seattle, Washington, not California, or any of those places, but Illinois. Okay. So if this is about Illinois and this is a topic, this is worthy and certified for discussion, why wouldn't Oprah be talking about this? She made sure that they got that damn Lifetime movie out about R. Kelly, did, huh? But everybody watched that shit. Oh, it's coming on again. Oh, what time is coming? Y'all niggas ran and watched that, did you? Y'all couldn't wait to go. That's right. You couldn't wait to turn your damn TV on and watch a damn movie about some women lying about some shit that took place with R. Kelly. Now, I'm not over here, nor is it my job to exonerate Robert Kelly. That's not my fucking job. But what I'm saying is the same damn thing that happened with Bill Cosby. Okay, if those women were feeling some kind of way, if Bill Cosby did do some inappropriate stuff to him, why the fuck they ain't talk about it back then? Cosby Show stayed on for a long damn time. Did after the Cosby Show, you had Different World. Okay, that's why they ain't talk about it then. You know why? It's all clout. It's defamation within itself. You see, and these people are very strategic. These people are very methodical when it actually comes time. You feel me? To throwing somebody up under the bus. To throw people all the way to fuck up under the bus. But like I said, we got them though. Like I say, they up under the scope right now. Boy, they all the way up under the scope. We got them. We got, look at here, bro. If we let up right now, man, if we let up right now, some of y'all might miss something, man. Because I'm pretty sure, you know, the mass majority of y'all don't be sitting around just watching politics, stuff like that all day. You figured it. And like I say, from that guy that you seen earlier that was talking about them damn football numbers and stuff like that or whatever, you feel me, that went down. We're going to go back in time right quick. I want y'all to hear this. Before we even get into one of the largest pedophile busts that have ever taken place, you know, I'm gonna make sure I show you guys this, but I want to get into that great speech because I understand a lot of you guys are, you know, that's up in here. You might be up under 35, so your memory might be a little fogged up or whatever. But see, me, I'm 42 years old, man. And being 42, one thing about it, man, when I was in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, I remember when they came to our school and when they made an attempt to be able to indoctrinate all of the children with a program that was called DARE. And DARE actually stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. You remember that time right there? See, this was within the war on drugs within itself, okay? I remember when cops was coming around and when they was giving out badges that was little stickers for kids. I remember when they noticed that black children actually excelled with football and basketball. I remember that stuff. You feel me? So when they noticed that, this is what they did. They created a league within itself, and the league was actually called the Police Athletic League. It was called PAL. Okay. Remember when I told you that long time ago? Well, my grandmother had a liquor house. That's right. And she wouldn't let me play football, and I couldn't never understand why she wouldn't let me play football. I was like, Mom, I want to play. You know, it ain't had nothing to do about me being skinny and being little, but I just wanted to play because, you know, that was something masculine, and I wanted to be a part of that stuff. I wanted to throw the football too. My grandma said, you ain't playing no football. I said, what? No, you ain't playing no, don't ask me no damn more. I said, why I can't play football? She said, because football is the police. I said, what? I said, hold on, what you mean? I just, no, you ain't playing no football. So then, you know, like I say, years later, I started thinking about all this stuff, man. I started thinking about how that they were actually magnetizing the children and getting the children, influencing the children in order to want to play sports. Now, this is what set everything off. This is the greatest speech right here that put a lot of black people in jail, a lot of black people in prison. This right here crippled families. This called division. This called dissension. And it had people scrambling in the streets trying to get some crack or whatever. Now, here go the speech right here that set every damn thing off right here. That's it, man.
George Bush addresses the nation. His national drug policy.
Here you go.
Good evening. This is the first time since taking the oath of office that I felt an issue was so important, so threatening, that it warranted talking directly with you, the American people. All of us agree that the gravest domestic threat facing our nation today is drugs. Drugs have strained our faith in our system of justice. Our courts, our prisons, our legal system are stretched to the breaking point. The social costs of drugs are mounting. In short, drugs are sapping our strength as a nation. Turn on the evening news or pick up the morning paper, and you'll see what some Americans know just by stepping out their front door. Our most serious problem today is cocaine, and in particular, crack.
See?
Who's responsible? Let me tell you straight out. Everyone who uses drugs, everyone who sells drugs, and everyone who looks the other way. Tonight, I'll tell you how many Americans are using illegal drugs.
Oh, let me stop right there.
I will present to you our
Let me stop right there. Let me stop right there. Okay. Now, when he just said that stuff, right? When he said everybody that looks the other way, This is what DARE did back in the day. Drug Abuse Resistance Education. The hood that I'm from is called Mountain View. That's where I stayed at, okay? So back in Mountain View, I'm going to tell you what the cops did, man. When they came around and when they gave out them stickers that looked like police badges, they were actually getting the children to snitch on the drug dealers, okay? That's how the drug dealers was getting knocked off. The children that was outside playing, they gave out badges, and those children were reporting to the police. That's right. That's right. And they made them feel like what they were doing was right. Now the cops got a job, just like the drug dealers got a job. I don't have a, hey, look here. I don't have a dog in this motherfucking race right here, a horse or none of that shit, a turtle against Bugs Bunny. I don't have none of that shit. But what I'm telling you is that this is wrong, man. This was wrong back then, the way that they even advocated this. They used the children in order to snitch people out. Now listen to this.
Everyone who sells drugs and everyone who looks the other way. Tonight, I'll tell you how many Americans are using illegal drugs. I will present to you our national strategy to deal with every aspect of this threat, and I will ask you to get involved in what promises to be a very difficult fight. This is crack cocaine.
Look at that.
Seized
How much crack is that George Bush got in the damn head? Look at all that crack.
Days ago by drug enforcement agents in a park just across the street from the White House.
Look at that. Somebody came from in a park across from the White House. Who the hell gonna be selling some crack in the 80s across from the White House, man? You know what I'm saying?
Could easily have been heroin. It's as innocent looking as candy.
It's as innocent looking as candy.
But it's turning our cities into battle zones.
See that?
And it's murdering our children. Let there be no mistake.
But you could have helped out though, Bush. You know that back in the day, if you would have gave people a stimulus package like Trump did, you could have helped out. You know that? You ain't get nobody nothing. Just like Obama ain't get nobody nothing but that damn phone. You could have helped out. You see how they put us in them positions and then want us to do the right thing. Man, I can't. Hey, look at man, I can't fault you because you out there selling crack or whatever the hell that you're doing to be able to survive and take care of your family and stuff like that. Especially when somebody done already, you know what I'm saying, raise the damn stakes against you or whatever. See, there's a lot of people that they instituted this shit, and they also instituted Marinol as well. I don't know if you know about Marinol, but Marinol, you know what I'm saying, was broken down, right? And when they brought forth Marinol was before what we know now that's called K2 or spice or the stuff that look like marijuana that make you start licking on phone booths and stuff. Yeah, make you stand on your head and be grinding like, you know what I'm saying, R. Kelly on bumping and grinding and stuff on a light pole and stuff or whatever. That's what that stuff is right there. You see, and back in the day when they first put this out, people didn't even know the difference between that spice looking stuff, that K2 looking stuff like that or whatever, and actual marijuana. You see, and the people that actually put this stuff out on the streets, I want you to know this stuff right here. These people that put this stuff on the streets actually had a patent. They got a patent for the damn drug. They legalized it and put it on the damn streets. But during the 80s and the 90s, people that was selling weed and was putting it in sandwich bags and rolling it up and stuff like that or whatever, Joe Biden in the game made sure that they got some damn time. If you don't understand 85% and 65% post-release parole and things of that nature, if any of those terminologies, are foreign to you or whatever, you've never had a loved one and you've never experienced having to do with separation and division of being incarcerated, family. This is Marinol, y'all.
My name is Jason Straw.
Here you go.
Retired U.S. Air Force Plumberman. And behind me is the link on Marinol, which was approved by the FDA in 1985. I always like to think it's 1904. I guess it's the book. But on the other side, I just want to go over Marinol, which is synthetic, man-made, 100% pure THC. That's the FDA approved for cancer patients for nausea, and then later approved for AIDS patients for appetite stimulant. It's a Schedule 3 drug, which means it's relatively safe. And I used to give it when I was working in the Air Force, It's a little tiny kind of orange pill, and it helped the patients a lot with their nausea. Some people it doesn't work for, they need the real plant. But when I went to talk to the Indiana Drug Commissioner, Jim McClellan, I brought him this information and let him know that the FDA approved THC.
You see what I'm saying? Now, when the government actually allowed for this marinol chemical, and I seen you too, Dr. Aurelia, and you're exactly right, you know, in reference to CBD, but I want to show you like the startling correlation with all of this stuff right here. See, you can legalize some stuff and then help somebody because they got problems with eating and stuff like that, right? But y'all was locking people up for selling weed, but now you got medicinal shops all the way in California, got them all the way in Colorado, got them in Maryland, DC, you got them every damn where now. So the thing about it is, with all them damn people that y'all locked up, what you gonna do to compensate for the time that they were actually put in prison, the time that they was put in jail? Okay, think about that shit within itself. Don't try to smooth it over and make it seem like everything is good right now, because we already know what the hell is going on over here. That's why we conduct these live streams. That's why we conduct these presentations. And that's why we keep putting that heat on each and every last one of you pedos that's out here. Anybody that's part of that pedo movement, anybody, you know, that actually has a likeness for watching young children in scantily clad clothing and stuff like that or whatever, we on your ass, okay? Now, one of the greatest, one of the biggest busts with pedophilia whatsoever, I'm gonna make sure that I get into that, because I told you guys the other day on the live stream that I had to end that I would play this, and I want to show you you know, all of the shit that's going on. Because see, the news is not gonna go over this, okay? Now they'll make little documentaries and stuff like that or whatever. Some of these people watch it, other people don't, you know. But like I say, just for the sake of the live stream, man, let's go ahead and get in this thing, man. Here we go. Let's go, man.
We're at an undisclosed location where an undercover agent with HSI has been tracking a woman in the Philippines who's been exploiting children, including her own daughter, to perform sex acts online. The undercover agent, who we'll call Mike, is posing as a pedophile who wants to buy an online sex show featuring young children. Please, all girls are here now.
Waiting on you. So now I'm going to try and get her to tell me what they'll do. Playing each other, licking fingers, sucking nipples.
Doggy style, spread legs.
Okay, so that's good evidence.
The suspected pimp is located in the Philippines, so Mike is sharing this evidence in real time with anti-trafficking agents in Manila who are gearing up to raid the location.
We will be conducting an entrapment and rescue operation today. The neighborhood is very notorious for human trafficking, and we believe that some of the 7 minor victims are related by blood to the perpetrator. The cyber trafficking operation will be conducted by our UC, Homeland Security Agent, who is the United States. Ayun doon yung target area sa dulo.
The woman puts the children on camera, giving Mike the evidence he needs to launch the operation.
They're young. They're all young.
So the youngest is 5 and the oldest is 13, and there's 7 of them.
But we're up against a time crunch now because she's saying that they need to go to school.
Just told them to go.
Watch what they say that they find.
Hey, son, it's a bittersweet thing. They're better off now, but still, every single day, thousands and thousands of people are buying these shows in the United States, and the money's coming over the Philippines in millions of dollars. We could show you the lists of payments, and they would tear your heart out, seeing that every single payment means that a child's raped.
The global production of child pornography has become a multi-billion-dollar industry, and the number of images and videos being distributed online is skyrocketing. One of the biggest markets for this illicit material is the US.
So each pin represents a individual IP address where child pornography files are being shared within the last hour.
So this is right now.
This is right now. And this will keep going.
It's not stopping.
No, it won't. And it won't. It'll literally cover the whole country eventually.
Analysts here comb through vast quantities of sexual abuse imagery, looking for clues to identify perpetrators and victims. In 2015, they analyzed more than 7,500 terabytes of data, or the equivalent of almost 100 years of video. Division Chief Mike Pedo acknowledged his team is facing an uphill battle.
The enormity of the problem is undebatable. Back in the late 90s, when the internet really became ubiquitous across the United States, we saw a major increase in child exploitation material being traded and trafficked. Unfortunately, as we continue to see the use of the internet grow in developing countries, we've seen that problem continue to exponentially grow.
What kind of resources does it take to do this?
We're seeing increases on average of about 20 to 30% every year, each year, in the amount of data that our forensic examiners have to go through. So, I mean, it is a full-time, 24 hours a day operation going through this material.
Stopping the spread of these digital images is crucial because a recent government study showed that more than half of the individuals who admitted to watching child porn also admitted to physically abusing a child. Back in the Philippines, HSI Special Agent Mike was investigating a case that followed this type of escalation. So this guy, how long have you been talking to him?
Since beginning of the year, January, February. This one it's different. This one's different than the other cases where it was just online shows. This guy is a consumer of these shows. He purchases these shows, but he is also a broker for young children. And he's told me that he has access to 100 girls that he could sell me, 15 and under. He's a dangerous man.
Check this out right here, though.
We followed Mike to a restaurant.
Check out Mike.
Arranged.
Check out Mike now. Check this out.
Although he's never met Kim, he's seen plenty of pictures of the girls he was selling.
I recognize her.
Uh-huh.
Very nice to meet you.
All right, peep game now. Did you notice what the guy said? He said, I recognize her. Just like how you see these TikTok accounts and people, mistakenly choose to add their children. They insert their families into the TikTok or whatever. Yeah, it make it a hell of a, a lot easier when you're out in Walmart to recognize a child, especially if you got a vaccination or some fixation, or you got like some demented, demonic ass reptilian thoughts of having sex with a child. Hell yeah, you a motherfucking recognize him. So the guy that's undercover, that's playing the role, he done made this guy feel comfortable. Now check this shit out right here. Unreal, man. See that? See that? Look how he rubbing on her arm. This old ass man. Somebody need to knock his damn head off. Look at that. Rubbing all on this little old damn girl. Selling her like she a piece of property. Look at that. Look how she prancing around. She being in her drawers and all type of stuff. She ain't no older than about 15 years old. Watch this old creep.
I like this car because someone sees him very recently and 7 years ago. Until now.
See that? 10 years ago, no cootie hair. Until now, small. What the fuck? What the? You see this? Peace to the gods. You see this? Susie Q, you see this stuff? God, mama, what the hell is going on? He say you can't make love to the 10-year-old.
Once the deal was made, Kim expected an easy payday for bringing underage girls to a sex party at Mike's rented condo.
Sex party.
So I'll give him the money, and then the takedown team will be listening and watching, and I'll give him a signal.
Which is what?
I'm just going to raise my hands. I'm stretching like this so they can see it. Very deliberate. Going to say, no, I guess it's time.
One strike team was staged in an apartment down the hall, while another set up in the condo's master bedroom to record the evidence.
Hey, look here. I need one more like up in this joint, man, to make it an even 100 since you chilling and listening and doing what it do and all that stuff or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't in here asking for much. Shout out to Crystal for donating to the live stream as well, man. Come on, man. Y'all, let's get them up, man.
There's dolphins in it too.
Oh, nice. Wow, so cool.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at them little young girls going up in there. Now I want you to think about this when you let your young daughter walk around Walmart with them leggings on and stuff like that or whatever. Okay, I want you to think long and hard about what you're actually doing, what you're actually promoting, and what you actually may not be paying attention to. Because you got some weirdos out there that are attracted to teenage girls, okay?
There's a balcony on that one.
Look at that.
That one's the master bedroom. We can't go in that one. Yeah, that's the master bedroom. The owner has it.
Look at that. They were ready to go up in there. Look at that. Look at that. The whole squad on deck. Look at that.
So we can't go in that one. So we have these three.
Dang, they ready to get down, boy. Look at them. Look at that little old girl with the little flower shirt on. What that look at that little girl look like? She 11 years old, 11 to 12 years. I remember when my daughter was little like that. Man, I go in there and choke slam the shit out that man.
You want to talk?
Look at her. Little girl got on a Muslim hijab, walking around with some shorts on. Look at that. See that creep right there, man?
We can take a look. This one.
Look. See that laughing and stuff, talking about no, you go first. No, you go first. Look at that. See that? You know that they done did this several times, man. This is trained behavior right here. This trained behavior. This is the one that's okay. Very good. Look at this shit, man. Just joking and all type of shit or whatever, man. This the shit that's going on, man, that the news ain't telling you about.
They want to eat the chocolate, okay?
That's a damn shame. Look at that. Look at that. They want to eat. Look at that. See how they sitting there playing and stuff and all that?
Then we can take a look. This one. They want to eat the chocolate, okay?
They want to eat chocolate.
Tell me which ones do what, which ones I can do what with.
This one, very small.
Look at that. Look at that. He won't look. Look at that. See what I'm saying? This is crazy, man.
Tell me which ones do what, which ones I can do what with.
This one, very small. We don't please take pictures.
That little old girl right there, the one that had a pillow, he said you could take that little one right there. Go in there and have sex with a little old girl, man. See the minds of these sick motherfuckers, man. Look at her. Watch that little girl stand up. Look at her, man. You know that little girl ain't no older than 12 damn years old with them little old pants on like that, man. That's a damn shame, man.
Please take pictures.
See, he talking about please take pictures. So what is he gonna do with the pictures? What are he gonna do with the pictures? What would he do with the videos? Okay, what would he do with that? He already making money, so he gonna make some more money selling these damn pictures and selling them damn videos and stuff. You got a lot of wackos, weirdos, sickos, and pedophiles that are out here right now that enjoy this stuff, man. You better believe it, man. It ain't just going down on the dark web. You better believe on these other social media sites and stuff like that or whatever, that there are, in fact, people that are exchanging videos and photos, inappropriate photos of underage children. Okay, I mean, underage girls, man. Like, this is beyond sick to me when I see this type of stuff right here, man. Then you got a dude like this clown right here in these glasses, right? Like he the feminine, masculine, madam and shit like this, man. This shit right here boils my motherfucking blood, man. Look at her. Look at her little self. Little self got little hips and everything now. Just done, look at it. Just done destroyed her body. Ain't had not one damn child and got childbearing hips. You know what that come from, don't you? That come from them damn men having sex with her and doing stuff with her and all that. This has became this child's life. Child done been robbed from her childhood and don't even fucking know it. Out here working for this dude with these glasses on, man.
As soon as Kim takes the money, the strike team can move in.
Look at him.
So I got 3 now.
Look at him sitting all over there excited and stuff. Look at this shit. He said, can I have 3 of them? God damn. Ain't this some shit here?
So I got 3 now.
How about 2 though? 10.
We'll do that now. All right, might as well. You know it. Go, go, go. Go.
You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to your counsel.
You are under arrest by National Bureau of Investigation for human trafficking.
This is my wife.
How's your wife?
My wife, I'm taking.
Look at him.
Kim's crimes now carry a mandatory life sentence in the Philippines. But as we learned the next day, Kim wasn't willing to pay that price. What happened yesterday?
Unfortunately, he committed suicide.
While in custody, Kim hung himself with the cord of an electric fan. Apprehending a single predator is difficult enough, but it doesn't compare to the challenge of rehabilitating the tens of thousands of Filipino children who are abused each year. It's up to nonprofits like the Pedo Foundation to help them begin the long road to recovery.
Ilabas ninyo yung galit, yung sama ng loob na nararamdaman ninyo dahil doon sa mga nangyari sa buhay ninyo. Emotional expression therapy is one way of releasing all the negative emotions of the children. We remind them of all the pains they experience from their abuser, and then they will draw out all their negative emotions.
Counselor Erisa Venson can personally attest that this therapy works.
I was here in Pedo when I was 12 years old. And like those girls, I was also a former survivor. And that drives me to help them to return the help they gave me. From being negative, you will learn to smile. There's a sunshine.
While places like Pedo do their best, they simply can't cope with the sheer volume of children showing up at their doors. And as internet access spreads further into poor communities across the Philippines, the reports of abuse have grown exponentially to almost 50,000 cases in 2015.
The difficult part of this job is that we can't do more. That there is only so many hours in the day. There's only so many agents and detectives and police officers that have the ability, the time, and the resources to devote to this problem. Because we know, at the end of the day, when we go home, that this material is continuing to be produced. There's no doubt that more can and should be done across the board.
Hot damn. Like I say, boy, it is what it is, boy. Hey, it is what it is. I keep telling y'all, boy, it's a hell of a job, boy. So when y'all don't see me on here like this, boy, you already know what it is, boy. I'm combing through these posts, boy. I'm getting this information. I'm getting that work to be able to bring to each and every one of y'all. So for everybody, and I repeat, everybody that's tuning in up in this Gym Jank to the Gym Jank, you know what I'm doing right now. I done already dropped that link. You already know how I do. When you hit the panel, I hit mute. I let y'all talk. Like I said, if there's anything that you've seen within the confines of this live stream that you want to call in on, or you want to discuss, or you just want something to say, or you want to voice your anger for these pedophiles and these pedophilian acts that are taking place, you most definitely can join the panel and then speak about it. Okay, that's right. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and then get back to work. Okay. And I told you guys from the other day when I kept on deleting the live streams and stuff like that or whatever, I did that for a reason, because I noticed on what was going on YouTube. They can try to make it seem like that those glitches that was going on was just glitches. No, they're not just glitches. Okay. Even the people that made an attempt to talk about some stuff that was other than drama and gossip and beef and bickering and going back and forth, hell, they got that damn work too. That's the way that they do it, man. That's the way that they do it, not to make it look crazy. You feel me? Boy, these people are something. Boy, they don't want this information out here, man. They don't want that truth up under here, man. And then, like I say, for the people that's still out there, that's talking that junk, that's talking that smack. Oh yeah, come on, man. With all that stuff that's going on with Planned Parenthood, you feel what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and then get into that damn video, man. That undercover video that I was telling y'all about in my live stream that I wasn't able to play the other day. Yeah, because they've been up on their ass. And like I said, they had people that was doing investigative work on Planned Parenthood and all that fugazi stuff that they got going on. So like I said, if you ain't seen it yet, and if you don't know about it, we're going to go ahead and then get into it right now. Ain't no better time to talk about it than right now, okay? All right, facts. Let's go ahead and get it. For all of the Planned Parenthood supporters and the naysayers and stuff like that or whatever, let's go ahead and eat, okay?
Planned Parenthood is on the defensive this morning, facing an investigation of its practices.
So live.
An undercover video alleges the reproductive health organization sells body parts from abortions. The group says the claims are flat out untrue. Jan Crawford is in Washington, where 3 congressional committees are now getting involved. Jan, good morning.
Well, good morning. So the video was secretly recorded by the anti-abortion group as part of a 2.5-year sting operation. Here, 2 members posed as employees of a biotech firm to get access to a top doctor at Planned Parenthood. And over lunch, they recorded the whole conversation.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people want tech parts these days.
In graphics.
Say they recorded the whole conversation. Hold on, I'm gonna come back to the conversation, man. I'm gonna see what my sister talking about. Now that I got her up in here, she up in the building now. So I'm gonna go ahead. I make sure and get up in that thing right now, like it's supposed to be got up into. So facts, I got you, sister. I'm bringing you up in this Jim Jank right now. Dr. Aurelia, what's good?
Hey, brother, can you hear me good?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. What's going on?
Okay, man. Listen, I'm telling you. I know it's been a minute, brother. But I'm happy to be here to talk with you guys today. This right here is like I don't know if you can hear me. Let me know if it's kind of echoing because we have some bad weather from this storm.
No, it's not echoing. It just got a little static, but you good though. I can make it. I can hear what you're saying right now.
Okay, you understand? Okay.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay. I just want to get on in regards to first. I want to just you know how I feel about you, Royal. I just want to lift you up in regards to all the strength that you need, brother, in regards to what you're pushing out here. Because like I said, you come in at the head, you coming at the top, you're going at the 1%ers with this information. So that being said, I do want to say, because it's time to be said in regards to what we're dealing with here. We think that we are dealing with those that are human.
Hold on, wait.
Can you hear me?
One second. Yeah, I want you to continue. I'm about to drop off for a second so that I can refresh this stream, but you'll still be here and they can still hear you.
Okay. Let me know when I need to speak. Okay, I was saying that what we listening, what we seeing here, and it needs to be said that all can. We got to get our minds on who we looking at here. Can y'all hear me good? He's gone, but I need to know. Can y'all hear me good?
Oh yeah, you good? You good?
I'm good. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What we looking at here, because what we listening to and what we're seeing is really it's so bothersome that it's really beyond belief. You can't fathom what you're seeing, and the reason why is because, and I always say this, and I push this. I know sometimes it sounds like it's regurgitating information, but I try to push this so that it can hit the pit of your spirit like it needs to wake people up to understand what they are listening to and what they are seeing. The reason why it's going the way it's going and the things that you're seeing, these people are not human. These are actually synthetic body people with the host of demonic entities that's here from the lineage of the fallen angels of old. And the things that we are seeing is because they need the blood. They need that young baby. They need the babies. This is not just a thing that comes out of the blue. This is not just fetishes for them. This is not. Hear me when I'm saying to you in regards to this. These are not just fetishes or anything like this. This is a battle. It's a spiritual battle. It's the world that you don't see. That's the fight that we coming against. And when you begin to understand that and open your mind up to, wait a minute, what you mean? I'm trying to explain to you that the higher ups, the elites, they're not real. It's an imagination. These are demonic entities that lives in a host of a synthetic body. The war is on. The who is real? The question is, who is real? The real people are us, the ones that are in the public, the ones that's not up there in the Hollywoods and the DCs and the White Houses and stuff like that. My brother, I sent you something. I don't know if you got it, world, but it tapped on into what it was explaining about Trump. Trump is a doctor that just came forward and he reiterated and agreed. She said that the West Wing and all the people that in Washington D.C. Now this is a doctor that they brought in from COVID, said that the West Wing and all of them are ran by synthetic demonic powers, which is demonic entities that they are not human. Of course, they laughed her off like she was crazy, but Trump came back and liked her tweet and reposted her tweet. In other words, in his own way, he was agreeing in regards to who they are, that they're not real. That being said, what is our fight? The Most High is talking in regards to what we need to do. Because in regards to everything that you see, I always tell y'all, it's not what you see is you're gonna have to look beyond this place. It's the world that you do not see. The babies is symbolic. Been going on for centuries because they need the innocence of that blood. They need the innocence of that child. They need that to bring in more dark power that strengthen them in what they needs to do. So whereas we thinking that this is just something just fetishes or just a lust thing or not, no, these are actually their rituals. These are their faith-based situations, and that we definitely have to get our minds in. You have to really get grounded and discipline yourself in regards to what you see. Okay, I'm
let me
sorry,
interrupt
brother.
you for a second. I just want to
Okay.
ask you, so what is the main reason why they're so fixated on the children?
Oh, okay, let's go there. Good question. Because I want everybody to be watching this, because see, California finna be the first one. You hear me? California right now, 3 days ago, pay attention to California, because see, the fires are the distractions. The fires are the distractions. It's a beast that they saw in the fire. These are entities that we're looking at. This fight is not with flesh and blood, but in the spirit. The fires are the distractions so that they could pass the law. You remember I told you the order out of chaos. Chaos comes,
That's right.
order comes.
That's right.
Okay, so it's always to push the law. Okay, so that's the distraction. But they right now, California is in the Congress right now pushing the law while everybody looking at the fire on the TV. The importance of the children. The importance of the children. Hear me, guys, because this is serious. And even how they graph your kids. How they graph your kids on the TV, the spirit. Because your children, when your children watching, now check this out, because it's deep. When your children watching that Matrix, well, it was I'm not going to give his name because he's a whistleblower and he was undercover. But somebody did an interview with him and asked him, what is one thing by him being a CIA? He works with the CIA. They said, what is one thing you want to give the public, to tell the public before you go underground? He said, I tell them, stay away from the television. And the reason why, see, and this is important, Because honestly, they use that COVID so that people could be more dumbed down. By you stand there and being entertained with what you see on the internet and what you see on the TV. And sometimes that's why you have to step back. But what it does is it capturing you. It's a matrix. It's a thing in there to keep you programmed and dumbed down so that you won't see what's going on. But for the children's sake, the children now, they are using that blood and that energy. The importance of that is to get higher power. They have a Baphomet, of course we know. I have seen and heard testimonies of innocent babies where they have groomed them to the point of the torture of the kids, where they had in certain undercover ceremonies with all the elites, and I'm talking about the people in Hollywood, your favorites, your so-called synthetic demonic entity favorites that you see on that TV, and you're thinking they real people because they talking like they with the fight, and they talking like they human, and they looking like they human, but when you get the camera close on their face, you can see the synthetic skin. What I'm explaining to you is these people be in ceremonies with children where they put the children on the horn of the Baphomet, and they put their private, the little girls, they put their private and they keep them up there like 3 days. Shove that thing up there private and let them sit up there on the Baphomet for like 3 days in order to stretch them, in order to get the purity of who they are. I'm getting deep with you because I want y'all to understand what I'm explaining to you. These are demonic entities from powers that has been released from the fallen angels. They have taught men magic. They have taught men these things, and they need the innocence of the babies in their blood. And once they do that, once they take that child and rape that child, once they pull them down after 3 days, they go ahead and do those sexual acts. Then they begin to what? Mutilate that baby. Mutilation time. Begin to eat the children. They don't survive off of food like we do. They are not real. So what I'm saying to you is, and because we will, listen, y'all. My spirit is pleading with you guys to really look at.
And we listening too.
I'm telling you, brother, because it's deep. It's deep, and I'm pushing. I always ask permission on how far to go with the Most High, when I'm talking. But I really want you guys to get this, and I think he really wants you guys to really get this point in regards to who you are looking at. Stop being so entertained with what you see with these people, because I'm telling you, even to the point of the essence of a man, how they blurring the lines with the genders. All of that they have to look like they masters. I keep telling you guys this. They have to look like they masters. When you're thinking those are women on that TV, those are men. I show you a picture, my brother. I show you a picture of the one of the elites museums of and it had a woman dressed up, right? Ain't that right, world? In the gold picture I was showing you. It had the woman, she had the breast, down there she had the penis. And then the man was sitting up with the built body, and down there it was the vagina. They have to look like the beast. And they can't.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I remember when you sent the Jim Jank to me, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it that got me the most, you know, with the whole Baphometian science, you know, was the feminine and masculine.
Come on now. Come on.
You go a little deeper.
Let me go a little deeper.
Why they want these children?
If you permit me, brother, let me go a little deeper on that feminine energy like that. Because when you look at the
go.
Because when you look at the Baphomet, on one side it has a feminine arm which is up, one go down. What's below is also above, or what's above is also below. Okay, so you got the feminine energy. Let me ask y'all the question: do y'all always remember? Because I seen he was up in here earlier, and I know he listened when we come down. Because now they talk about Hebrew in Israel. So since he's listening, I'm talking about Nature Boy right now. Eligio, you ever heard him talk about his spiritual energy? A lot. That's what all I'm moving, saying that you must have a spirit, must have a feminine energy, because it's the duality. It's the duality. It's the duality. It's the duality of it, because they want to blur that line, because everybody is going after the beast, and him included.
That's right.
You hear me?
Right.
So That's the importance of that. So if they could get with the kids, that's why Gabriel Union coming out with himself, because that's a man. That's why he couldn't have no children.
That's right.
If you
That's
look at
right.
all of Hollywood, if you look at all of Hollywood, going down to Gabriel Union, Tony Braxton, listen here. All of them in their 40s, and all of them couldn't have children. All of them claimed that they had problems, that they had they had to have other women, real women, to have their kids, because they was having
Test tube
come on
baby.
now. Think
All
about
that
that.
time.
Think about that.
People like Missy Elliott
Come
that
on.
were talking about getting her freak on for all them years,
Come on.
and still ain't showed us no
Come
damn
on. No
child
babies.
yet. People
No
like
babies, brother.
Ellen that went with no babies whatsoever, and then it kills me with people that don't have children that put so much overemphasis on the children and how much they like the children. Sound like Hansel and Gretel to me. Sound like Gargamel to me.
Now, can I tell you something else, my brother? It's getting so deep now, because what I'm telling you is this. Now, if you don't believe what I'm saying about these synthetic bodies, they are now got a facility called the artificial insemination right now. Okay, that it's called AI, and they got a machine called the soul machine, which they captures the children's souls in it. And you can see on the screen. Check this out. Everybody can look this up. This ain't no lie. This is not a lie. You can look this up. They got a system called a soul machine, and they capture the baby's souls in it. How do they capture the souls, you may ask? Oh, of course. Those are the babies when they mutilate the children. The souls got to go somewhere. The spirits got to go somewhere, because this is a spiritual warfare. So they put it in a system. It's a machine. And then they make artificial babies. And then that babies have the same personality of the real baby that died. This, I'm telling you, listen, it's deep. What I'm saying is, what you think is real, the world of what you thought you saw is not what you think it is. And Enoch is reason why, because that's honestly, like I keep telling people, that word that they call the Bible is not a Bible. It's our history book. And they want to call it allegory. But baby, let me tell you something. That's a lie from hell. I'm telling y'all. That's a lie from hell. Get that out y'all spirit right now. Because let me tell you why I say that. If it was such a lie in everything that it does, why you work so hard to took all the apocryphals out, the things that we really need to see who y'all really are. And if Satan is really real and he's walking this earth and they walking in synthetic bodies and powers there be, then surely the Most High is real. And his power is just as real as his, because he created it. So what I'm explaining to you is everything they trying to dim down in so many words, or try to play down or dumb us down with. It's time to really think and question everything, especially when it comes down to our history and who we is as a people. Because Enoch was one of the ones that they made sure they took out, because Enoch put the pinpoint on who they are, what they doing, and what is the purpose, and who we are, and what we supposed to be doing to combat them in this spiritual battlefield. So I don't want to hold you, brother, long. I just want to say I love you.
You ain't holding me. Hey, the truth is timeless. The truth is infinite. It's triple salute and triple love. But yeah, we here, man. We in the building. Hey, you might have to just, you know what I'm saying? Just I'll let you just exhale for a minute, and then I'll just speak on it for a minute. You figured there. Yeah, you just take your time with it. You see,
yeah,
that's
I just don't
why
want to.
everybody over here
Because
right now,
I don't want to take all the time up just in
they
case
want to
somebody
cleanse
else.
them. They
Huh?
just look, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, right? It's some people that need some things that don't even know what the fuck that they need. Sometimes you got to meet them halfway. You feel me? But when meeting them halfway, when that becomes consistent, when that becomes a repeated pattern, that's when you cut ties. You see, the people that's listening right now, whether that they in the chat or not, see, they done cut ties from that other shit. They only entertained by that. See, they want something that's gonna wake them up. I feel like you might just be the person to do that. I'm hitting mute.
But that's what is. I just want to put that out there, because that is going around. Is these demonic entities is going around, and we have to know what is that spirit trying to take itself as a host in us. The Bible, when they put that out there, because I'm looking at some of the comments, sweetheart. I hear your telepathic. what I'm explaining to you is that's the name that they put on our history book. I'm gonna tell you a little story, because let me break it all the way down to you to understand who you are and who we are as a people. Because I understand the Bible and what what it was intended for it to be under the religion and to control the masses. Because they use our very history and switched it all around and put their input on it, and then try to use and control and dumb us down. But what the Most High is doing now, he's bringing all the history back together. It's just like me and you, Brother Rural. If we is brothers and sisters, right? Brothers and sisters. And our father left us some land and a house. And we and our two families is okay. Now check this out. Me and you. I'm gonna tell y'all this little story because I want to break it down so your minds can kind of grasp what I'm saying to you. It's like if me and Brother World, we brothers and sisters, and he have his wife and his family, I have my husband and my family, and we living on the land that our father has given us. And then intruders come in. Intruders come in and take over our home and move us down to the basement of what our father gave us while they live on the first floor. And then me and my brother trying to figure out how we can overtake our house back, our land back that was given to us. But by that time, maybe my brother got killed in the midst of trying to take over or make a plan, or I die out. Then our children will go on. But we tell the story. As time go by, our children have children. They children have children. They children have children. By the time you get to like the 15th lineage or so on, the story has died. And then you got people in captivity in the basement don't even realize that they in the basement and in captivity of their own homes. They own land. Let me break it down to you. So that's what I'm explaining to you guys. This is our land. And our Father is waking us up. Deuteronomy, you must have your history. Your history book is Deuteronomy 28 because it tells you, but not this way I'm gonna give it a little credit here. Because the Europeans, the natives, when our forefathers disobeyed, when they disobeyed the Most High, he told them, he said, do not go over to other nations. It was a reason why, because we was a separate, set apart people. We was a separate, set apart people for a reason. And he didn't want us to get into what? They gods, they paganism, what we got today, Christmas, Easter, what we all in today. What we all in, all they stuff we in. We got ourselves in from our forefathers. He said, so okay, I'm gonna split you
This
up.
people ain't looking here. Let me interject for 1 second,
brother.
and just stay on the part about being put in captivity.
That's where I'm at.
Now,
That's
with the same type of people that you're talking about, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, know as well as understand, them people right now are anticipating Black Friday, not even knowing the science about Black Friday and what Black Friday represent. Okay. Uh-huh.
Because Black Friday wasn't nothing but to catch a nigga. To catch a nigga. And you going out there spending your money on catch a nigga day. And you enhancing the demonic entity on and the powers that be. You every time you go and react. See, this is what I'm saying. These are they high holy days. They gravitate to energy. That's why they have the psyops. Even these characters that you see and y'all are moved. What I told y'all television mean. What do television mean? Television is when you look up the definition of television. Television is for it to provoke emotion without hearing. See, when you see with your eyes, that's what Satan wants you to do. All he wants you to do is look with your eyes, because immediately when you look with something with your eyes, you immediately evoke emotion. But sometimes you got to stop there whether something is counterfeit or not. Television is set up there and they put these different psyops up there and you get all emotional and they using your emotion as an energy. In like, say for instance, Kobe Bryant dying, his character, the whole world was in somber. Black Panther, Chad Boseman all of a sudden dying. The whole world, they use that energy. Satan always needs the spirit of it. He ain't playing with you. He ain't playing with me. The world is the one that they dumbing down, because everybody up there in the celebrity world, they know what's going on. They know what's going on. It's just the people, the low level people, us. We don't know. So that's what I'm explaining, y'all. You guys, all of this is set up, and the Most High is coming back because He did tell us. That's what I was finna finish, because I was talking about the captivity world. But in Deuteronomy, even though He said that He was going to split us on the four corners of the earth, He did tell us that it's going to be a day that I'm gonna bring you back, and I'm gonna wake you up. And that's the energy. That's where we at now. That's the era. Everybody, we waking up. We waking up out the sleep now. We waking up now of who we is. So don't be fooled in regards to having them to think that that's not your history book. All them people up in that word, that's your brothers and your sisters. They walk this place for you, for me. Don't let them lie to you. And they know it. And when they hear stuff like this, that's why I say, world, that's why I have to stay the way I am. Because I know I'm on Satan hit list. I know I am. So that
Hey,
I have
like
to
I
move
say, man,
accordingly. I don't care.
I don't been. Hey, when you move accordingly, you got to know as well as understand, man, that moving accordingly, the root word is actually accord. So when you're moving the right way, you always got to expect something to go wrong. That's just like, a wise man.
Listen.
Hey, a wise man told me the other day about Murphy's Law. He said, whatever can happen will happen. And then I think about Murphy's Law. I think about the movie, The Adventures of Remo Williams. Everything that happens were only the things that he thought would happen. Now, if you got this big, great motherfucking idiot box called the TV, putting shit all up in your head, of course you're gonna damn be running to the stores and buying up all this ridiculous shit in the same damn time. People that supposed to go and do repairs, people that actually have a fucking job, despite that, those same damn people would be in allegiance to fix it. No, they're not, because they were not getting paid enough damn money, and they simply just want to drag it out. See, that's the state of mind. That's the mentality now that we're dealing with. You see, that's why I only deal with a collective group and a few.
That's right. That's right. And that's how I move.
We don't think the
That's how I
same.
move.
You see,
In other
so when
words,
you would
it's
come
not
up on that hit
about the
list,
way I move.
that hit list, that's right.
Right. When I'm saying in regards to
But see,
when
that
I'm
hit,
saying in regards to the way I move in his way. I move in the guidance, because I have to, because He gonna tell me how to move at all times. That's what I'm saying. Because when it's only get bad when you move out of His light, out of His step, or you move around Him or before Him. That's what I'm saying. I never move without the Spirit of the Most High in regards to whatever I do. That's what because I have to give it to Him, because I know who I work for. So that's what I'm saying. When I explain that, I'm just want my people to, because we have to shake out the programming. Stop looking at these people. When you look at these people on these screens, really look at them. I'm telling you, once you begin and ask Him to really open your eyes, you're going to start seeing them glitching. You're going to start seeing them glitching on TV because they're not real. You're going to see
they gonna be
they
look.
handlers. You're going to see they handlers on the side of them, on the corner. What you say, brother?
That's right. Hey, I was gonna interject and even state it was years ago that I was speaking about Al Roker, when Al Roker was on TV, and when Al Roker started glitching, when he froze up. Hey, look at boy. They put the Puff Daddy remix on that thing, and then years later they created that little boy named Kodak Black, and he did the exact same damn thing. He was froze on the Instagram live stream, Jim Jank. Now, one thing about it, right? When you talk about the tail live vision, okay, just know as well as understand that damn phone in your hand is a tail live vision, okay? Because it's pumping out way more right now with just a click of a damn button. And they putting all these different false, fictitious, demonic, Satan related motherfucking, with all these energies in the fucking head. All these images are being incorporated, being indoctrinated. But then think about, the smaller mind, the smaller brain, the experience, the children. Children all the way up. I had to go ahead.
It's exactly, my brother. That you, because Al Roker is fun, and then you can see his synthetic skin as well. But listen, Al Roker, because you could definitely see his synthetic.
I think you might be hearing me like it.
I do.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna add you back. Yeah, hold on for I'm gonna give it a second because she might be behind and delayed. Yeah, something was going on right now. She delayed. Hold on for a second. Let me get off and then bring her right back. Let me refresh. Okay, word. Yeah, and I see your comment. You say it happened to Shaq too. It probably did happen to Shaq. It probably did happen to Shaq. One damn thing about it though. Rest in peace, Kobe. You figured deal me like for real. And like I say, when we talking about Shaq and then Shaq freezing up, let's not, move too far away or stray too far away, from the reality the reality TV series and what they was created for, who they was assigned for, and the imagery that they wanted to actually put out through the media. Okay, one time with the one time. Okay, we back in the flesh.
Okay, can you hear me good, brother? You hear me good, brother?
I can hear you great.
Okay, we was on air. Can you hear me? I'm sorry. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I always mute up. Yeah, I always mute up. That's all that is.
Okay,
You see it on
I
the phone,
just
like the
want to make
microphone
sure
little
you.
symbol. Like, look at where it got my name.
Okay. Oh yeah, you was talking about Air Worker. I was telling you did it only, and Shaq did it as well. And that, like I say, many other people idols, because that's what they are. Now the stars, they call stars for a reason. And when you think about the stars, it's the fallen stars of the angels. When you hold these people up at high degree, high recall in regards to who they are, and you look at them and tell me they my favorite and all this kind of stuff, you have put that person up as an idol, the very thing that the Most High had punished us for. He is not with. I'm gonna put it simple for us, for the ones that needs to know. The Most High ain't with. It's not with the Hollywood and the Baphomet and all of that. I don't care how much they say God and all of that. They talking about their God. They're not talking about the Most High Himself. And if you are into that kind of stuff, then you got to do some reevaluation with yourself, because that's not Him. That's not His spirit. That's not how He moves. That you have set that thing up. You have set them people up, and really, it's not people. It's not people. It's a demonic entity that has taken host in a synthetic body. These people have been raised from children in this thing. It's a bloodline. The Rockefellers and all of them have raised these people up. They have a whole building of simulation buildings with bodies and things like that, training them up in the way that they should go so they can obey and come out to psyop the place, the world.
And just to be able to fulfill their own sick, perverted, pedophilian, fantasies, yo. That's
You know
all
what
the
it's
hell
about,
that it
world?
is, man. They just look.
You
Please tell me.
know what it's about? Can I make it simple
Please
for you,
tell
brother?
me.
The whole thing,
Go right ahead.
the whole thing, the whole picture of the whole picture, and I'm finna break it down just as simple as this, is about your souls. They want your souls.
Oh yeah, that's
Without
their energy. That's their
you,
spirit.
your babies, and whoever else souls.
Whatever that
Point
they
blank period.
hey look, and the thing about
Yep,
it
come on.
when we look at the
Come on.
soul, when we
And
look at
now
the
you
energy,
seeing the
when we look at the
wave
body.
coming onto the YouTube.
Oh, the connection is destroyed. I don't know
to
what's
the
going
point
on
of,
at this point.
oh my goodness.
You might be in a
Can you
storm
hear me?
area. Yes, it's tackling you
It's a
right now.
storm, baby. It's a storm. It's a
Yeah,
storm.
it's tackling hard right now. It's tackling
I hate
hard.
that though, because I feel you, my brother. I feel my people right now. Maybe we can
Oh, that's facts.
reconvene. Maybe we can reconvene on a
Hey,
better day, because it's messing up bad right now.
hey, that's because of how much that's already been discussed. Like I say no more. You know, like I say, we gonna be back at it. We're gonna be back at it.
I love you guys though. If you can hear me, I want to say this, and I'm going to leave you guys with this. Y'all, please wake up. I say that with tears in my eyes and my heart beating fast for you. Wake up. Don't let that television, what you see, don't let the internet, because even they coming out here, you have a lot of these YouTubers that have channels. They are in on it as well. You got to know who to watch when you watch it, even that out here. Don't be going to all these platforms, because some of these platforms have been sent up by them. They are crisis actors. They are set up. Y'all, most of these people are selling out. They selling out. I could pinpoint them a mile away when I'm looking at them. Some of them ain't even real. And you thinking they real because they got your lingo. They look like they outside in your neighborhood. When they got their camera on them, they talk with your lingo. They studied you, sweethearts. They studied you. They know how to they know the things to say to give you that sad struggle story, to gather your heart and your emotion, to graft you in so they can have your attention. The truth always gonna be less of numbers. I always say that. I don't care, but it's worth it if one person a day wakes up. So that's what I'm saying. Wake up. Wake up. Because now they move it to the YouTube. It's not just the TVs. It's the YouTubes. I could name them. I could name them all that's sold out. I could name them all. I could look at them and you could see it. So that's what I'm saying. Beware. Beware. And as I always say, let the angels of love and war encamp around you all, and keep evil from being able to cross your threshold, premises, or personal bodies in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And on that note, I'll say shalom and good night, you all. I love you. I love you.
That'll be another mic drop.